Ever feel overwhelmed and unorganized in life? I know I do. Stay tuned to meet a household icon, and she shares her story with you and solutions. Hi, and welcome to Visibly Fit. I'm your host, Wendie Pett. Have you ever made a dynamite meal and you got tons of compliments from your guests? Have you ever done a craft within the home and it offered some warmth and pizzazz and you felt really good about yourself? It made the home more homey. Well, I am pretty good with keeping my house nice, but I am no Susie Homemaker. Here with us today, we have a woman that she's a TV host and a radio personality. She is a household icon name. She is a third generation, the real Susie Homemaker. Meet Susie McAuley. I am so glad you're here today.
Thank you, Wendy. We finally get to meet after all this time.
In person, I'm glad.
I know. So we got a lot going on today in the show. And I cannot wait to show you a cute little craft and gardening piece that I've got planned for us today.
I know. I'm super excited about that.
Well, you know, herbs just don't make it in the summertime. So we're going to show you how to plant herbs in a really cute little garden that you can keep by the door or in your kitchen, and it is so fast and easy.
Good. I love it. And I love cooking with herbs, fresh, good herbs. So,
right.
That's awesome. We can grow our own. But you know, you're Susie Homemaker. This is Susie Homemaker. I thought this was a fictitious name that my mom used to always say all the time. You know, I'm no Susie Homemaker, she'd always say. But you really are Susie Homemaker, third generation.
Right, my great-grandma Susie.
Great-grandma Susie.
Yeah, on my DeLuca side of the family. And my great-grandma Susie used to make preserves and cookies and all kinds of things and ship them off to the men in service. Oh. And so, as time passed, propaganda came into play. And the soldiers would call their wives Susie. How's your Susie? Well, my Susie's doing great. Thus forth, the Susie Homemaker name being born. Oh. My mom took over in the 50s, and of course, I took over now.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's incredible, really.
It is a great story.
Because I just did not know that until I met Susie, that it really, Susie Homemaker existed.
There's a real Wendy's, a real Aunt Jemima. A lot of people don't know that. You know, they're even
that'd be fun to meet Aunt Jemima.
Yeah, you know, she's got a great story too. And Rosie the Riveter was actually a person as well.
Wow.
You know, it's just when something's around for 100 years. This has been around for 100 years. The Susie Homemaker name. It's just a name that people have come to build trust and love with. It's familiarizing yourself with your mom or your best girlfriend or your best friend or your sister. Right. To me, Susie Homemaker is the person you love most in life that makes you feel like you have a family.
Right,
you know?
Right. And family, especially nowadays, is so important. I mean, because so many families are spread out. So many families are not families, they're divorced families. So how do you make a home when you're a single mom like myself?
Right.
Or, you know, you want to be that Susie Homemaker for your children or even for yourself if you live alone. But yeah, I mean, I know you're third generation, it's been passed down, but was it always your calling? Were you always driven to be Susie Homemaker?
It is so weird. It just came into my lap because since I've been a little girl, I've been in the kitchen cooking with my grandmother. When she passed on, my grandma Mary, on my mother's side of the family, and she left me all her recipes. My great-grandma Susie left me all her recipes.
Wow.
And I'm just turning those recipes into a little healthier thing, you know, a little healthier. People are wanting to eat healthier today. And not just that, but trying to create things that are simple for the home because...
Thank you, I'm all about simple.
And Susie Homemaker...
Quick and easy, but healthy.
You know, we're not selling perfection on the Susie Homemaker brand name.
Right.
We are selling everyday living. And just like you said, if you made a cake, it might not be perfect, but if it was good and delicious, it's something you should be proud about. This is a no stress, you know, if you call yourself Susie Homemaker, you should, because anybody who has the passion to do something that lovingly for their home, their family, their friends, and do it with the best that they have, I think that makes you Susie Homemaker.
Well, and you know what it does is it really shows that you value those people that you welcome into your home, that you value yourself, that you value your family. And so when you go on different shows, or when like this one right now, but you've been on QVC and different things like that. But when you go on different shows, your main goal is to give people simple and easy tips and tricks, so that they can do this without, you know, make their home life feel more warm and fuzzy and wonderful without it taking forever and a day to do that.
It's so true. When I was on HSN, my product line reflected organization in the home, because if your house is unorganized and everything, you're unorganized.
You're emotionally unorganized.
And I think being organized is where you start in your home, is getting organized with your time and then with the things in your home. A lot of people collect a lot of clutter. Get rid of it, donate it to people who actually really do need it in this time and day.
Absolutely.
If you haven't worn something in a long time to get rid of it.
What's the time frame on that? Because I've always heard.
I would say at least 2 years.
Okay, I've heard a year, but okay, 2 years.
I give 2 years because, you know, styles come back, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
But I always believe that if you're not using it, somebody else will.
Absolutely.
It's just my motto, you know.
Well, and there's people in need, and you can give back by just going through your closet. I should put a picture of this up. I think I will. I'll find it. But it's I went through my closet. I have a huge heaping pile on my bed of just clothes I went through. I haven't been wearing them, and I'm like, how pathetic. This has been taking up space. But it's just simple steps that can clear the clutter from your home. That clears the clutter from your life and your emotional standpoint.
I always want to say this to everybody out there who's watching, because this is so important. We all have bad times in our lives. We go through good times, we go through bad times. If you start to collect out of depression or collect out of stress, it's okay, because there is a way out of it. And remember, life isn't about perfection. Life is about living.
It's a journey.
It is. It's a journey. So you just do what you can. Like I said, I don't profess perfection. I profess living life the best and simplest way. My father used to tell me, keep it simple, Susie. And
I like that.
The older I have gotten, the more I so agree with him.
Well, that is so awesome. Well, we are excited that you're here and that you're going to share this craft with herbs and how we can have a fresh taste in our meals and grow it within our home. So you guys stay with us. We're going to come back because crafting and gardening is actually very therapeutic and healthy. So stay tuned, and we're going to hear more from Susie Homemaker. Have you ever told anyone, go walk it off? Well, it turns out that's great advice. It's great for you mentally, physically, and spiritually. Hi, I'm Wendie Pett, fitness and wellness expert and creator of the Visibly Fit exercise and wellness system. With Walk It Off Now, it's a 6-week walking workout program. You'll get 6 weeks of online videos right to your email inbox. You get an ebook, a walking journal, plus access to my private Facebook community to keep you accountable. But don't just take my word for it. Here's what others are saying.
My name is Janice, and I'm in the Walk It Off Now program, and it has been a great motivator to get me off my butt and out walking. It's been great. Wendie's awesome.
Hi, I'm Kelly Friedenberg, and I've joined the Walk It Off Now community. This isn't just for 6 weeks. This is forever, for the rest of my life, that I need to keep walking. I can't wait to continue my journey.
Hi, I'm Linda, and this is Tatiana, and we have been involved in the Walk It Off Now for 5 weeks. We can't wait to do it again.
So what are you waiting for? Go to walkitoffnow.com and join me. Hi, and welcome back to Visibly Fit. I'm your host, Wendie Pett, and we have Susie McAuley here, the real
Susie Homemaker.
That's right.
I'm in the house, baby.
You're in the house,
yeah.
And we're doing a craft. I'm so excited.
I know. It's kind of a craft in a garden segment, and here's why.
Yes.
You know, their herbs do not make it in the summertime. They melt.
They wither.
And we want fresh herbs for our iced tea. We want fresh herbs for our food and for our grilling.
Absolutely.
So you can bring this in and make this little project, or leave it outside your door. And here's the cute thing. The holes, as you water, it waters into, you can water from the top, and it waters all the way down to the bottom.
I love it. This is like
Isn't
a
it
great
cute?
housewarming gift, birthday gift. I love it.
And of course, black and white is such the trend right now. So
Yep.
we're going to do it in black and white, but you can pick any color, and it's so simple, guys.
Love
you can
it.
do it with your eyes closed, really.
'Cause I'm no Susie Homemaker, but I'm
telling
going to try it.
Well, we're about to turn everybody into Susie Homemaker.
Love it.
Cheapest way to go is get these terracotta pots. Best place to go. You want to get Krylon spray, and it takes 7 minutes to spray your pots. They're dry. This is a one-day project. You can do it in an hour and 20 minutes.
Cool.
You get the pots, you go ahead and you paint it white, and then you decide on what color you're going to do your background. I chose black and white. And what we're going to do is, Wendie, I got a stencil set up for you on this.
Yes.
And I'm going to go ahead and free paint this one, okay?
Yes.
But
I need the stencil help.
that's right. If you're not savvy with paint and that's freaking you out, then just
I
go
got
get.
gloves.
Yeah, I mean, you can find
good.
cute black
Get
and
crazy.
white. The black and white stickers.
I like
look great.
that. That's easy.
So you can use this too and really do a cute design on there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and paint these. I'm going to show you, and this dries very quickly.
And you just dab?
Yeah, just
top?
dab.
Okay.
And you can get these cute little sponges and just simply.
And you just get them at a craft store?
Yeah,
Okay.
just right at a craft store. And you can do the cutest little, I love this.
Gosh.
And
this is so
remember, it's
easy.
just all hand. It's yours. You want it to look crafty. You don't want it to look perfect because it's for the outdoors. You want it to look rustic.
Right. And you know what? Let's get real. Who's perfect?
Exactly.
Except for you, Susie
Well,
Homemaker.
you know,
oh, wait,
we try.
I don't see. That's not a complete circle.
It's not, but that's
I
the
love
point.
that. I'm kidding. No, but you know what? It adds personality when it's not
Exactly.
so perfect. Because none of
Exactly.
us are perfect. I mean, let's have our art and our crafts reflect us, right?
And you don't want to be stressed in doing something. This is something you
No.
want to enjoy with your kids or your mom.
Oh, this would be a great thing to do
girlfriends.
with your kids. Yeah.
You know, it's just a great afternoon project. And you know what? If you need a real quick gift, this is inexpensive. But as you can see, we're just painting away here. It's that simple. Let me see.
See?
Hey, that's looking good.
Coming along.
That's
It's going to be
looking
a little bird.
And what we're going to do is once we get these painted, let's go ahead and move the paints out of the way.
Oops. Yeah, do not get on your white
Let's put those over
sweater,
here.
please.
Okay.
I'm not responsible.
No, I hear you. Let's take yours off. Let's
Okay,
see what it
so
looks
you
like.
just peel it right off immediately?
You peel off the stencil.
Oh, gosh,
how
that was
cute.
so easy.
Now, I'm going to show you how fast this is drying, okay? What you want to go ahead and do is you want to take a plastic bag and put this in the bottom.
Okay.
That is to keep it from falling through. Now, I'm going to let you put some
Just some rocks
pebbles
in here?
Yeah, some
You-
rocks.
How many you put in here? Is
You
it open
just
yet?
want to put a little, let's see. I think they're open right there on the side.
Okay, open.
I think if we just turn it, there
Here we go.
Dump some of those in there.
Okay.
Okay.
You want me to put them in this one too?
Exactly. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use a potting soil mix.
Okay.
Okay? And you want to go ahead and dump this in. Now, remember, this doesn't have to be perfect, okay? We're just trying to...
And do you have your favorite kind of mix that you like to use that's best?
I like to use a soil, and they have several potting soil mixes and soil that I like to use together because it expands and it feeds the plants for like 6 months.
Okay.
So I like that, and Miracle Grow is one of my favorites, just so you know.
Yes, yes.
And we're going to go ahead and plant that big rosemary right there.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Now, here's the fun part about it. How do you make it zigzag? You want to plant along the outer limits here, you know, right around the side here.
So am I just going to pop this out of here and
Yeah.
transplant
Let's
it?
see. Yeah. Actually, let's use a smaller
use
one.
a
I'll tell
small
you
one.
what, because
Okay.
I want to give them an idea to how to
Right.
work it around the center here.
Okay.
Now, these organic pots have this organic matter here that you can pop out.
This is all new for me. I'm
Yeah.
so excited.
It really is. And sometimes you really could, without the plastic, you can remove the plastic, but you can
Sure.
plant that in the garden just as it is, believe it or not.
And just biodegradable.
Right.
Yep.
Now the key is you want to plant this in the corner here, okay?
Okay.
And you're going to want to give this a good watering and leave it outside overnight so it dries out and it looks really great.
Cool. And that's basil.
Okay? And what you're going to want to do from here is you want
Isn't
to
it?
fill this. Isn't that cute? Yeah, isn't that beautiful?
Looks like a different variation.
That's lemon basil. Isn't
Lemon
that pretty?
basil, that's mine. Yep.
So when you get done, let's say we filled it up, you're going to take this little pot here and stack it. And then we're going to do another plant here. And you can do different versions of this.
Okay.
You can do a small version or a large version like this.
I love it.
Wendy, what do you got over there? You got
Okay.
some? Yeah,
You know
there's
what?
a beautiful
Well, there's
mint.
another one, but do you want to...
Let's use that big old mint plant right
Okay.
there. Let's
This one?
unpackage that one, yeah. In fact,
All right.
I think we've got enough soil in there to get this done.
Yep.
See, and we want to peel this off. You can use that matter, that organic matter. Okay, so
Cool.
we're
I
just
love
going to
that.
pop this out. Wendy, I'll let you
There
do
we
the
go.
honors. And put that in there.
Jam it in there.
And the fun thing is you can turn this around to just, and you can continue to build. You
love
can even
that.
get a smaller one. But the idea is when
And
you
you
get
just keep
done,
stacking them.
you can stack them as high as you want to, and this is what it's going to look like.
I love that. And like you did, you put my initial. That's so cute.
I
but
did.
you can personalize it. And that's what I love
Exactly.
too. And it's simple, it's easy, and you can use it for cooking. It's healthy herbs, and it's a way to keep good fresh herbs around your house all the time.
And this is just kind of the piece de resistance, the reindeer moss, which you can put around here to finish it off.
Okay, is that just for
Yeah.
looks, or does that hold the
It holds
water
the
in?
moisture in, but it's
Yep.
also for looks. It looks very pretty, especially if you're doing it for the inside of the house.
I like
The
that.
reindeer
That's
moss
nice.
will look really pretty.
Thank you for
Yeah.
sharing. This is awesome. So this is very therapeutic to garden and to craft, but we've got something else that's very therapeutic. So stay tuned as we bring in our friends that are healthy and therapeutic that you'll want to meet. Do you sometimes think that you're too old, or maybe you're too far gone as it pertains to your health and your well-being? Well, it's not true. because your body is your gym. And I want to encourage you and invite you to go to wendiepett.com because I have some great free resources for you and some free exercises that will teach you how to use your body as your gym. No matter your athletic ability or your age, you can do these exercises. So make sure you go to wendiepett.com to get your free resources. Hi, I'm Wendie Pett, founder of Grace in Action. Did you know that there is a lot in your community that you can do to give a hand up, not a handout, but a hand up to single moms and children in need? Your dollars mean so much. Whether it's a small amount or a large amount, it all adds up. And so I want to thank you in advance for your donation. You can go to grace-n, the letter N, action.org, and anything that you donate is greatly appreciated. Thank you in advance. Hi, and welcome back to Visibly Fit. We just did a craft, a gardening craft, that was very therapeutic and healing. But animals are very therapeutic and healing. So here with me today, I have Jocelyn White and James Bias. Thank you for being on the show. And we also have who?
Nikki and Sophie.
Nikki and Sophie. And James is the president of the Texas SPCA, is that correct?
That is correct.
Wonderful. Thanks for being on the show.
Oh,
and
thanks
Jocelyn,
for having us.
She is a well-known TV and TV host and producer, but you just have a passion for the SPCA and animals in general. And
Absolutely.
Tell us why you are drawn to the SPCA.
You know, I was raised on a farm in South Arkansas, came to Texas 30 years ago, and really kind of missed my contact with animals and started volunteering at the SPCA of Texas. Ended up adopting a puggle, which is a pug beagle mix. His name is Walter Cronkite. And Cronkite kind of introduced me, and now I have two others. I have 3 pugs, and I have the entire gamut of the SPCA of Texas because I'm now on the board.
Oh, wonderful.
And we have all these wonderful animals for adoption and a beautiful new facility. And so we're the go-to people for North Texas.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, James, can you tell me, how connected are the SPCAs? I live in Minnesota, so are nationwide, or are y'all connected?
Are we kissing cousins, or are we
What's
independent?
So cousins may be a good description, a very distant cousin. Each humane society, each SPCA across the country is an independent, standalone 501c3 nonprofit.
Okay.
So while we may share a common name, it doesn't necessarily mean that we're connected.
See, I didn't realize that. And
the
maybe you
SPCA
didn't.
A lot of people
here
don't.
Right.
in Dallas used to be called the Dallas SPCA. We then merged with the Collin County Humane Society. We used to operate a shelter in Denton County. So a few years back, we changed our name from Dallas SPCA to SPCA of Texas.
Okay.
There are 8 counties that we serve in rescue and investigations. But most people are going to know us here in Dallas with our Jan Reese Jones Animal Care Center, which is just west of downtown Dallas. And we have the Perry Animal Care Center up in McKinney that also operates a shelter, a clinic, as well as livestock.
Okay, and can you tell me how many dogs typically are in one location
Well,
that are looking
any
to be
given
adopted?
day, it can range between 100 to 200
Wow, okay,
dogs,
so quite a
cats,
bit.
puppies, and kittens looking for a home.
Yeah.
And like with Sophie here, who is about 5 pounds bigger than her sister,
Nikki.
You eat well, that's good.
they're about 3 years old, and the owners gave them up because they just didn't have time. And you mentioned therapy.
Yes.
You know, these little girls certainly can provide great therapy for a family, but we provide therapy for them. Our volunteers and staff help mend their hearts, sometimes their bodies.
Yeah.
And so we deal with that rehabilitation process.
Hey, sweetie.
But then we hope to place them in a home where they continue on that rehabilitation for
Absolutely.
families.
And they're not just healing emotionally for people, but physically. I mean, it's a good way to get out and walk, and it's an excuse to get out and walk. You can walk your dog, and you can be more physically active. And,
They're stress reducers,
they
too.
are. They
I
are.
have noticed that because I had some high blood pressure issues. And since I got Cronkite and Ann Rand and Margaret Mitchell, my other 2 dogs, Annie Fanny and Maggie the Brat, they lower blood pressure. An animal can absolutely change your life.
Totally. I have a little Brussels Griffon poodle mix. She's a 4-pound dog, but I take her into assisted living homes, and they just love the people there. Just love on my dog, and I'm there for hours. But just that connection, because you know what? What dog is God spelled backwards? They love you all the time.
There is a spirit there.
No matter how long you're gone, they're happy to see you. And I love my little guy. And these gals need to get adopted, don't they?
Yeah, they're a bonded pair. They're sisters, and so we want them adopted together.
Absolutely. And so to get them adopted, they can just go to your website or call you, or?
They can do either one. They can go to our website. The URL is www.spca.org.
Okay.
Or you can call 1-888-ANIMALS. And our shelters are open 7 days a week. You can go online, see the full group of animals. You can search by Nikki or Sophie if you want their additional story as well.
You're lovers, aren't you? Yes. Well, I just love these animals, and thank you for bringing them on. That's so sweet of you. And I love that you have a passion for animals and support the SPCA, because so many people, go to maybe just a pet store and get their dogs, and really there's so many that need to be adopted. They need you, and they are healing and therapeutic.
Wendy, thanks for letting your show go to the dogs today. We appreciate it.
Yes. Thank you. And when we come back, we're going to hear from another story of a dog and what they went through with the entire family recently. So stay tuned. Have you ever told anyone, go walk it off? Well, it turns out that's great advice. It's great for you mentally, physically, and spiritually. Hi, I'm Wendie Pett, fitness and wellness expert and creator of the Visibly Fit exercise and wellness system. With Walk It Off Now, it's a 6-week walking workout program. You'll get 6 weeks of online videos right to your email inbox. You get an ebook, a walking journal, plus access to my private Facebook community to keep you accountable. But don't just take my word for it. Here's what others are saying.
My name is Janice, and I'm in the Walk It Off Now program, and it has been a great motivator to get me off my butt and out walking. It's been great. Wendie's awesome.
Hi, I'm Kelly Friedenberg, and I've joined the Walk It Off Now community. This isn't just for 6 weeks. This is forever, for the rest of my life, that I need to keep walking. I can't wait to continue my journey.
Hi, I'm Linda, and this is Tatiana, and we have been involved in the Walk It Off Now for 5 weeks. We can't wait to do it again.
So what are you waiting for? Go to walkitoffnow.com and join me. Dogs are great. Dog is God spelled backwards. You know, they're very healing and therapeutic. But what happens when you lose your guide dog, when you lose that family member that you love so much and that you've taken care of and thought you've done all the right things? Well, here I have Lori and Joseph Turner here with me today, and you guys had a dog named Bella.
Yeah.
Tell me about Bella.
Bella was the sweetest, just amazing dog. She kind of ran our household, and it was.
They do that. What's up with that?
Absolutely.
They do, especially him. He comes home from work, come get me treats, you know.
She was a girl, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So Bella is a Maltese, right?
Maltese. She was 3.5, almost 3.5 months old. Years old. And I took her to get vaccines. And, you get the card in the mail and you think, okay, I'm doing the right thing.
Right.
Well, within 24 hours, she started getting really sick. And one of the vaccines that she got was the lepto. And we have found out that that's not something that small dogs really need to have, especially an indoor dog.
Okay.
So what we did, we had to take her to the hospital. She had like 5 blood transfusions.
Oh my goodness.
We were just, it was a roller coaster ride for us. And we didn't know where we were going to, end up here. We just kept praying and hope God will just lead us in the right direction, that she's going to make it,
Well, you trust your vets. You think, okay, I'm supposed to get these vaccines for my dog because this is going to make them healthier and live longer. And you don't, I don't know what I give my dog. I trust my vet.
Absolutely.
So, and what's it called again?
It's called lepto.
Lepto.
And the smaller dogs really don't need that.
Like what size? What size is small that don't need it?
Like, anything from 15 pounds. And, there's
smaller, okay.
There's holistic doctors out there that will, can guide people. There's a titer test that you can also take, and it'll tell you if your dog really needs all these vaccines.
Okay.
Vaccines are important, but they don't need, not all fits, all dogs.
Right, just like with us, we don't need the flu shot,
Right.
So there's things that you can avoid without, we talked earlier before the show, you had the flu shot, you got the flu. So there's things that you can avoid if you have the education on the vaccine. And I'm all about natural and holistic. I have my degree in naturopathic medicine, natural medicine.
Oh, wow.
And so I'm all about, more natural the better. And I just think that this is important because our animals are part of our family. And if we are caring for our children in a certain way, our dogs, like for you, was like your child because, you know, you don't have children, right?
We do have children.
You do, but they're grown and gone.
They're grown.
Okay, so then the dog becomes your child.
It's our hairy daughter, right?
Yeah, there you go.
That's exactly what Joseph would call her. Our hairy daughter. So.
Well, and the reason you're on the show is you just really want to educate people and speak out about getting, you know, just educated on the vaccines of what you're giving your dog, and not always go with what the vet says. Do your own research, right?
Really walk in the door and ask questions. Yeah, that's the most, unfortunate thing for us is we're like everyone else, and you're not a veterinarian. You take your dog to the vet.
You trust them, yeah.
They take your dog in the back and they, you know, do whatever they do to it. They bring your dog back and hand you a bill, and you look at it and you're like, give me the one that's in English, because I don't understand what's on this page, right? So you pay your bill and you go home, and you know, in our case, we went home, and within 24, 48 hours, our dog that's running back and forth is laying, and you're going, there's something wrong with my dog. Again, you're not a vet. The vet's closed. You take her to an animal hospital. This little dog fought for 11 days, 5 blood transfusions, everything you could do. A team of doctors, the most incredible people that you could imagine, trying to help this little dog survive, and you can't fix it. You get to the point where it's too far.
Right. And not that maybe that vaccine itself, I don't know if it's the culprit, because again, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a vet, but it could have been that batch of that vaccine, right? We don't really know.
It could have been the fact that they gave that vaccine with everything else as kind of a package, and it's almost like, we as society, we're so busy with the phone's ringing off the wall, and you
get
just
all your shots at once and be done with it.
I mean, our dog went not because it needed its vaccines, because it was going to go get groomed, right? So we got to get the dog grooming vaccine, which is another one that you really
don't really need. Bordetella, yes,
Right.
Okay, well, I think this is very educational, and I want to encourage you all to Google, I'm going to put it, because I can't say it, the name of this vaccine, but Google it, do your research, but also other vaccines as well for your animals. Do your research, do your homework, just like you would for your child, because your animals are your kids.
Yeah, there's a couple of websites that we can direct people to that have a lot of information out there.
Remarkable Me, Bella's story, they can go to that.
Okay.
And Bella has a Facebook page, so it's Bella Turner.
Okay.
You'll see me
we'll
and Bella
check out
on
Bella.
there, so absolutely.
Wonderful. Well,
and
I
other
appreciate you
people may be
speaking out.
having some of these issues. And
Absolutely.
We'd love to help people.
Yeah, and be preventative. So, absolutely. So thank you. Well, I'm so glad that Lori and Joseph joined me today. I hope you had a great time watching Visibly Fit and learned a lot. We'll see you again next week.
A bright future starts with a healthy lifestyle. Good nutrition and physical activity are fuel for your child's mind and body.
Attaboy, Pinot.
And the food pyramid will help you find the right balance. Just remember, every color, every day.
Nothing can stop me now.
Eat right.
Here's an effort.
Be active.
Come on, I'll race you home.
Make it balanced.
This calls for a celebration.
A healthy lifestyle can lead to great things for your child. Visit mypyramid.gov to learn more.